Good afternoon all. I'm back again, bit of an update. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been busy, we've both been busy in the veggie garden and planting out, as you can see, great big veggie beds here. I've been raising most of these seedlings undercover in the plant palace, which is just beside us over here, because we've had very cold, very wet weather, and we're still getting a lot of frosts, and so I sort of thought it might be best if I sort of started to raise these veggie seedlings undercover, keep them warm. But the weather is warming up now, the soil is warming up, and so I thought it was about time we started getting some plants, some veggies into the actual veggie garden. You'll notice there's lots of paper and cardboard propping up the middle trench. And the reason for that is last year, or well, after growing last year, I realised that these veggie beds are actually really wide and aren't necessary to have so wide. And our no-dig garden bed worked so well last year with all the different garden lasagna layers that it had all composted down lovely. But I needed to raise the height of the veggie bed for planting this year. So what we did was we got on our shovels, deviated a little bit from the no-dig, but dug trenches sort of either side of the walls and put the nice composted soil in the middle there, which raised the height of the veggie bed for the seedlings. And we're now infilling it. We've propped up the walls of the sides of the soil with some cardboard. We've also put in some packing paper, but also straw from the chook house, manure, more garden layers, so eventually either side will break down and also turn into soil for next year's. So we're turning over the soil, which is good. Resting it and planting things in different areas this year. Recycling the crops, so we're not always planting the same veggies in the same spot. So that's what we've done. And we've still got a way to go. Obviously you can see we still have to infill these trenches with mulch and straw, manure and other good stuff. The worms also like the cardboard. Cardboard not only reinforces the soil so it doesn't fall down away from the roots of the veggies, but the worms love it too. It'll help keep the soil warm and it'll help retain moisture during summer. So that's the theory anyway. I've got a couple of my tomato teepees in. They're not as pretty as they were last year, but waste not, want not. I'm just reusing them again and fixing them up. Very easy to make. You can make these from sticks or whatever you have lying around your yard. I used just some old bamboo stakes that I found down at the tip, and I'm holding them together with stockings and some stretch offcuts, scraps, stretch lycra. So these giant tomato plants in here are Roma tomatoes. Some are already starting to flower, so they were thriving really well in the pots. But it was time to get them into the garden. And over here, I've made the trellis out of bits and pieces from around the yard. We had an old gate and then just some old shop wire hanging display shelves. And this, of course, a bit of colour to the garden. Made this out of an old industrial pedestal fan front, horseshoes, wire, bits and pieces that obviously I've had around the house and that I've salvaged free from the tip. This will add strength to the middle of trellis. And I'm hoping it's going to look awesome when all the beans and the snow peas grow up around it. It just adds a bit of colour to it, a bit of character. So I've planted in here some snow peas bikini, ooh la la, and over here some French beans, oui. Moving along, we have 4 capsicum plants that were doing very well in the pots. So hopefully they'll continue to thrive in the garden bed. And these are European sweet reds. Over here we have some yellow zucchinis, Gold Rush yellow zucchinis. Whoop, bypass that. We have some yellow button squash in here. We have more zucchinis. I went a bit crazy on the zucchinis this year, but we do use them a lot. I enjoy using zucchini very much in my cooking. Everything from stir fries to spaghetti sauces to zucchini slices and even zucchini muffins. So I thought I'd add a few different colours to the garden with different kinds of zucchini. And as always, if there's any excess after we finish cooking, it's always good to give away to family and friends. So these are black rock zucchinis. So that is one veggie bed completely planted up. Woohoo! Walk around here. We'll actually go in. Another view of the garden bed on that side. You found me, Roger. Hello, darling. Roger's found me. And this is the other veggie beds. So I've planted in here some more black rock zucchini. Hello, darling heart. I know you're there. These are from last year. We have some rainbow silver beet in here. That's still thriving, although I've got to trim it down a bit. Parts of it are going to seed, but that's okay. We have more, yep, you guessed it, black rock zucchini. Oh, I'm hoping these will come out. This is more zucchini, but this is Lebanese zucchini, and it's this pale lime green colour. So I'm a bit excited with that. Excited for that, that's for sure. And then we come down to the end of the row here, and we have some long burpless cucumbers. And right at the end, we have some random spuds growing, which have come, obviously, I think, from the compost pile. So anyway, we'll let them go. We grew some last year just from seeds that sprouted in the compost heap, and we got a few potatoes then. That was pretty awesome. They were very nice. And over the other side, you can see the water tank that's full of strawberries. They seem to be thriving pretty well. So yeah, that's what we've been up to. I planted most of these in yesterday. We do seem to have an abundance. I don't know what they are, whether they're midges or something, but there's little flies, tiny little, they look like tiny little flies. They're starting to chew on some of the leaves, you know. So we'll have to get out our spray, organic sprays, which we make up with just dishwashing liquid and copious amounts of water, and it kind of stops, because we also get a lot of harlequin beetles around this time as well, and with all the wet weather we've been having, all the insects and bugs seem to be breeding in abundance. Hopefully we'll get more frogs up to the garden bed again to get rid of some of these bugs. You can hear the banjo frogs in the background serenading me. That's always really nice. There's some rhubarb in the bathtub. Started growing that last year. I haven't had much luck propagating seeds this year in the greenhouse, but I think part of that is because I actually have a family of rabbits living in there, and I don't blame them. It's nice and warm at night, but I think if I'm going to try and propagate some more seeds in there, I might have to evict them. I don't want to. They're very cute. Anyway, that's it. That's what we've been up to. I thought I'd just do this quick video, and I'm going to drive into town now and try and upload it. All right. Thank you for spending time with me here at Violet Cottage, and I'll see you next time. Bye.